So do you also use Cognito Forms to receive registrations or any kind of form submissions for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to enroll Thinkific user on Cognito Forms submission. So here I am offering online course on Thinkific, and here I am receiving registration for the same through my Cognito Forms. So now here my objective is that whenever I am going to receive a new form submission, then automatically the person who has made the form submission should be created as a new user in my Thinkific account, and after that automatically that user should be enrolled to a specific course in my Thinkific account as well. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Cognito Forms with my Thinkific account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So I offer online courses through Thinkific, and I often need a smooth way to enroll users when they sign up using a form. So by integrating Cognito Forms with Thinkific, I can automatically enroll users into the course they choose right after they submit their details. This saves me from manually processing enrollments and ensures a seamless experience for my students. It also helps me focus more on delivering quality content while making the registration process fast and hassle-free for everyone involved. So firstly, here in this video, we are going to see the working of this amazing automation that I've already built by simply connecting my Cognito Form with my Thinkific account using an automation software. So now here to see the working of this amazing automation, we are going to make a form submission, and then we are going to check that whether a new user is enrolled in our Thinkific account under a specific course or not. So here we are going to make a form submission. So here you can see the name, here you can see the email, phone numbers and the city over here. So here I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says, thank you for filling out the form. Your response has been recorded. This means here we have successfully made a form submission. So now let's go and check our Thinkific account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here in our Thinkific account under all users, you can see we have successfully created a new user with the name test lead and the email as test@pabblytunes.com. So here let me open this user for you. And here you can see the user has been successfully enrolled over here in a particular course. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. Now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can create this amazing automation by simply connecting your Cognito Forms with your Thinkific account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. So here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browsers. Here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window under which you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as Enroll Thinkific user on Cognito Forms submission. And now here after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folders section under which you can see multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So here in this particular case, I'm going to use my folder which is named as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Cognito Forms, as I'm receiving new registrations through Cognito Forms. So Cognito Forms is an easy to use online form builder that lets you create forms for surveys, registrations, payments and more. It's popular because it offers customizable templates and powerful features like calculation, conditional logic and payment collection, all without needing coding skills. So here in my Cognito Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new entry, so that when you're going to receive new entry through Cognito Forms, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. And now here, after selecting my trigger event, you can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Cognito Forms with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. And here I've already logged in my Cognito Forms account. So this is my Cognito Forms account, and here under all forms you can see all the forms that I've created till now over here. So now here in this particular case, I'm going to use a form which is named as registration form. So I'm going to open it. And here under form settings, you can see we have received the option for post JSON data to a website over here in the left side bar. So I'm going to turn it on, and then here you can see it is asking me for the submit entry endpoint. So here in the submit entry endpoint field, I need to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is the webhook URL, and now here after entering the webhook URL, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see I've successfully saved the form, so now I'm going to publish it. And with this, we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Cognito Forms. And here you can see I've received a public link to my form, so I'm going to open it. And with this, we have successfully connected our Cognito Forms with Pabbly Connect. So now here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to generate a test response in our Cognito form. So for that, let me take you back to my form. So this is my form, and here I'm going to enter some dummy data and do a test submission in order to generate a test response for my form. So here for the first theme, I'm going to enter the name as dummy, last name as lead, email as dummylead@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to enter random phone number. Here for the city, I'm going to enter the city as Bhopal, and then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says thank you for filling out the form. Your response has been recorded. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the phone number. Here you can see the last name, full name, first name, scrolling little down, and here you can see some other details such as email, address and the city. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new entry through our Cognito Forms, then automatically I want to add that person as a new user in my Thinkific account. So now here to enroll a new user in our Thinkific account, I need to connect my Thinkific account with Pabbly Connect in this action step over here. So here I'm going to select my action application as Thinkific. So Thinkific is a platform that helps you create and sell online courses easily. It's like having your own virtual classroom where you can share your knowledge with the world. People use Thinkific because it offers everything you need to build, customize and launch courses, from uploading videos and creating quizzes to setting up payments. So here in my Thinkific action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a user. So here to firstly enroll the user in a Thinkific account, I need to create a new user first. So for that, I'm going to select my action event as create user over here. And now here to connect my Thinkific with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Thinkific account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Thinkific given over here. And now here to build this connection, it is asking me to enter the subdomain. So here following the instructions given below, which says enter the subdomain of your account, subdomain that can be found at this. If your account URL is this, then your subdomain is this. So here to get this subdomain, let me take you back to my Thinkific account. So this is my Thinkific account, and here in this path URL you can see the subdomain available. So here I'm going to copy it. Moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the subdomain. So this is the subdomain, and now I'm going to click on the save given over here. And authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the first name, last name, email and some other details. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever you're going to receive new entry through Cognito Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So I'm going to search for the first name first. So this is my lead's first name, so I'm going to map it. Here for the last name, I'm going to map the last name. Moving forward, here for the email, I'm going to search for the email. So this is my lead's email, so I'm going to map it. Moving forward, here this password is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the roles, you can select any role over here. So here this field is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. Again, these fields are not a required field, so here I'm going to leave all these fields blank. But if you want to add any other detail, then you can do it as per your need. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the ID and the created at time and date. That means we have successfully created a new user in our Thinkific account for the new entry received through our Cognito Forms. So now here, after creating a new user in our Thinkific account, I want to enroll the user in my Thinkific account under a particular course. So for that, here I'm going to add another action step, and here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application again as Thinkific. And now here this time I'm going to select my action event as enroll a user, so that after creating a new user in my Thinkific account, then automatically that user should be enrolled in my specific course. And now again, here to connect my Thinkific with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. And this time, to build this connection, I'm going to click on the select existing connection, as I've already connected my Thinkific account with Pabbly Connect in my previous action step over here. So here I've selected my existing connection, and then here I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the course first. So here in this course field, I need to select the course under which I want to enroll the user. So here by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see two courses that I'm conducting using Thinkific. So here in this particular automation, I want to enroll the new users in this particular course, which is named as programming in Python. So I've selected this particular course, and then here it is asking me to enter the user ID. So now here, to get this user ID, I'm going to turn on this map button given over here in order to map the user ID from the previous action step over here. So here I've turned this on, so I'm going to refresh it. And then I'm going to remove this previously existing user ID, and now here I'm going to map the user ID that I've received from this previous action step over here. So this is the user ID, so here I'm going to map it. And now here, after selecting the course and entering the user ID, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the ID created at date and time and some other details. That means we have successfully enrolled a new user under our specific course in our Thinkific account. So now let's go and check it. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new user with the name dummy lead and the email as dummylead@pabblytudes.com. And here you can see the enrollment of this particular user in our course, which is programming in Python. So with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Cognito Forms and our action as Thinkific twice, so that whenever a new entry is received through our Cognito Forms, then automatically the person who has made the form submission should be created as the new user in our Thinkific account, and after that, automatically that user should be enrolled under a specific course in our Thinkific account as well. Okay, so these were the steps to how to enroll Thinkific user on Cognito Forms submission. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.